Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for the opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Webster.
Throwing left sideline there. It's incomplete.
There's a first down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's high. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Tyron Johnson there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they'll get it back to a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Washington offense heading out.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
they come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Webster.
And that nearly intercepted. Defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over.
Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
He's across midfield. Still going.
Touchdown! Chris Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through. Back to score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow, line, opposite, green, black, block.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Webster got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Operating from the gun. Webster going right back to Dotson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down. Sheffield. Still going. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now they'll change things up. Throwing on first down. Webster. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Second down and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw on second down. Webster looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Webster to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is third and goal. Back to throw. Webster that escapes the sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Going for the sack on big Jalen Carter.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a first and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman with career touchdown number 60. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like the lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly?
And he's in for the Eagles touchdown. Great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition. Sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there. They lose him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Webster. That one behind his receiver.
That could be the stuff this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down.
Room past the 35. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way.
And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area to get.
Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. They go to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Webster. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a good stiff arm and some space to run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. A final shot before break. Webster.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Anthony Schwartz, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Jefferson, over 100 yards.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went with a 10-over lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally get him down at the other 46. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They run the counter. Sheffield. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sheffield. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. So there's a help now looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now they'll argue to something else. On 3rd down, Webster. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down it goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Watkins diving, he's got it.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnston.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Scott. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. Back to throw. Scott. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's Scott looking to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And going to blitz is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. To throw on third down. Webster. And he is going to be taken down. And it should be the final play on this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Hurts. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 70 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Webster. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back to throw again. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And I remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get that for a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Hurts. This throw taken in by Johnston. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Complete here. It's high. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the offense. And they increase their lead to 28. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Looking to throw. Webster. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Webster looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
at the 28-yard line.
Check white. Check pink.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the offense allows to win big. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webster, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cross. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnston. Touchdown, Eagles. From 8 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stay on the brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Webster, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. 39 yards there, a big one.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tight game here. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Off the play fake. Webster, nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for the consolation. TD was meant to be. And time is run out now on this game.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air.